Welcome back to Grizz Vision. I'm joined by head basketball coach Greg Kampe. Coach, it's Valpo Oakland week. There really is no motivation other than that, right?
Well, once again, we're in that situation where we play early in the season, and it's a game to set the to set the tempo of what's going to happen. Obviously, if we go in there and get a win, we'll have the best road win in the league. We'll be 3-0, and they're going to have to come here and beat us at our place to right that wrong. And if they win, then we're going to have to beat them here for us to right the wrong. So, like always, when we play them early in the season, it's a huge game, and it's a little bit more meaningful than just a regular game because it's a double dipper. If we go play a big game and win, and Valpo goes plays a big game and win, and nobody drops back. But when you play each other, somebody's dropping back, and so that's what makes it so important.
Hey, Coach, ESPN2, national TV, everyone kind of pointing to this game. Oakland and Valpo are projected to be first and second. I mean, being on national TV, does that add a little even more to it?
Well, I think that almost all these games now have gotten to the point that they are on national TV. That's 4 or 5 in a row that we've played them that are. So I think it becomes an expectation. I think for them, it's an expectation, and for our team, it's an expectation that when Oakland and Valpo play, that the world's watching. They got us twice last year. We split the year before. So it's a huge game, and it'll have a big saying in the standings. It's way too early to say one team or other will. Green Bay's still undefeated. We just played Wright State, Northern Kentucky, and both of them are capable. Is it crucial, critical? No, there's no crucial, critical game in January, but it's a big game between the two teams because it sets a tone.
And it seems every game in this series has come down to the final possession.
Well, last year at Oakland, they kicked us pretty good. But other than that, 4, 5, 6 of the last 7 have come down to that last possession. But that's what a great rivalry is about. They had their way with us early in the rivalry, and then we had our way a little bit there, and now they've flipped it back around with a couple in a row last year. So, maybe it's our turn to get a couple in a row. Maybe they're going to extend it. I don't know, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of drama in it. And, Peters is just such a great player that you get lost in him. But the truth of the matter is they've got really, really good players. They may not be as deep as they've been, but Hammock's really good. He would start for anybody in the league. Trayvon Walker would start for anybody in the league. Peters obviously is probably the best player in the league. And Lexus Williams is getting back to where he was. I mean, we were. When Lexus was a freshman, I was shaking my head about what that freshman class with him and Peters and Anakoya and those guys. So he's getting back to where he was. So you're looking at 4 players that can play and start anywhere in the league. That's usually what makes a championship team. And obviously, they're the heavy favorite to be champions.
For your team to win on Friday night, what do you have to do?
Well, we got to guard like we've been guarding. We've got to be able to play smarter on offense. We've got one of the best assist-turnover ratios in the country. We've got to continue with that. We've got to try and turn them over. Our defense has really caused a lot of turnovers. So if we can do that, and then rebounding is always a key when you play Valpo. Our last game against Northern Kentucky was the number one key in the game, and we came shining through on that one. Can we do that again? And then, honestly, if it is close like we always say it is, can we control Peters down the stretch? Nobody has all year. Any close game he gets in, he dominates, he takes over. He's got that mentality. And are we able to get stops against him? Are we able to keep the ball out of his hands? Are we able to make somebody else hurt us down the stretch of a big game? I think those are really the keys.
All right, Coach, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck.
All right.